If it sounds too good to be true, and what somebody is talking about directly connects to all of the pain points that you're struggling with and how you can overcome all of those without any work, in anything, it's probably not real.
Heart-driven, we want to see you win. We know your future's bright. We know you can do it. We believe in you. We know you can reach the next level, whatever that is for you. But we also know that it's going to take work. It's going to take sacrifice. You're not going to do it with a shake.
Next Level Nation, welcome back to another episode of Next Level University, where we help you level up your life, your love, your health, and your wealth. We hope you enjoyed our latest episode. It was episode number 1495, Should You Fake It Till You Make It? Today, for episode number 1496, 3 phrases to avoid if you're trying to improve your fitness/nutrition game. I have been kind of on a spree lately, Alan, and I think you've been doing the same thing, of unfollowing people whose content is just misleading. I don't want to say stupid, but it's misleading. It's dishonest. It's not truthful. And I did this the other day. There was somebody I was following who works in a multi-level marketing-ish. And again, if that's your thing, I'm not throwing any negativity on that, but just for context, a multi-level marketing-ish company. And one of the products is some sort of drink that if you drink for 7 days or something, you're supposed to lose a bunch of weight, something like that. I don't know. And I see these all the time, and I see these posts all the time, and it says, this is me when I started, and this is me 7 days later. It's like, well, those are the same pictures you used last time. So I don't really think you did it again. I think maybe you're lying about this, unfortunately. And we've mentioned this in the past. When you are aware, it's very hard to be taken advantage of. Mm-hmm. So if you're someone who's very familiar with cars and you go to the dealership or you go to the mechanic and they say, yeah, your flux capacitor is off, it's going to cost you about $12,000 to get it fixed. And if you said, that's not even a real thing, I think that's actually from Back to the Future. So what's actually going on? And they said, you got me. Nothing's really wrong. I just wanted the $12,000. But
can you imagine, man?
when I worked at the gas station back in the day, we had a mechanic, and the owner of the gas station was a sleazebag at the end, and he used to rip people off. If you went in for an oil change, he would say, you need new tires, you need new alignment, you need new calipers, you need new brake pads. And unfortunately, a lot of people didn't know. And I wasn't in the garage, so I wasn't partaking in this. But that's unfortunately one of the reasons car dealerships and mechanics get a bad rap, is because there's some people out there that know you don't know. And they will unfortunately take advantage of you. So awareness is a very powerful thing. Alan and I have been in fitness, in exercising, in nutrition, in the quote-unquote industry for many years. 16 for me now. Alan, probably what, almost
9.
Yeah, 9 or 10. That's a long time. So I wanted to do this episode because it's almost like if you're a parent and I said, hey, what should I look out for? How do I know whether or not to buy something? You might say, if it says it's going to get your baby to sleep immediately, don't buy it because it's probably a waste of money and it doesn't work, or whatever, right? If your awareness is higher, you're going to see words and you're going to say, that's not real. That's not real. So I wanted to give a list of words, statements, phrases. First one, if you see a social media post and it talks about how this drink does it all, this drink is the key to the weight loss, this drink is the key to the results you want, this drink is all you have to do, you don't have to change anything else, that is most likely BS. I would say 99.9999999% of the time, because it's most likely some sort of marketing scheme that is not going to get you results. Again,
what would be a truthful statement to replace it? This drink will somewhat help.
Yeah, this drink might help your appetite. It might help. Okay, coffee. Coffee can help suppress your appetite a little bit because of the caffeine. A little bit. It's not.
This drink.
I'm not going to be full after I drink this, but
this drink will change your life forever.
Yeah,
that actually is true. Coffee is the best. No, I'm kidding.
It's I don't know if you'd really see anything out there in a way, because it would be very hard to make a product successful if you said, yeah, this will help a little. This will probably help you a little bit.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
It's a good point.
It might be this is a really
water. If you drink the right amount of ounces of this per day, you will gradually potentially lose weight if you also eat less calories.
Yes. And move your body.
You and I
move
would be awful at marketing.
It wouldn't be very good. It wouldn't be very good. Now, maybe the true statement would be this is supplemental. This is a supplemental thing that will help you if you are already engaging in exercise and watching your food consumption. But again, that's not very sexy. Nobody's going to buy that, most likely. Number 2, anytime you hear the word detox, you need this detox, 21-day detox, 30-day detox, 7-day detox, and if they show you the difference before and after is weight loss, I am willing to bet it is garbage, because that's not how it works. Think of it this way. What are the odds that there is a company that has figured out something that nobody else has ever figured out when it comes to weight loss, okay? And it's some sort of detox. Now, can you do a dopamine detox and a social media detox and a whatever? Yes, you can do detoxes, aka not consuming something that you've been consuming for a long period of time. You can do a caffeine detox, whatever. But that's not going to create a result when it comes to fitness, nutrition, weight loss, weight gain. It's not going to work that way. It doesn't work that way. This is many of the people I've had to unfollow because really what they're doing is they're taking advantage of people who just aren't aware. Oh, this 7-day detox, this 7-day reset, I lost 7 pounds in a week. No, you didn't. There's no chance you actually lost 7 pounds of meaningful weight in a week. No way.
No, if anything, it could have been water weight.
Yeah. And you could do that without this.
You could exactly.
You could do that without this.
Yeah. With the fighters that weigh in, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I lost, when I did the, so for the new listeners, Kevin and I had a bet that we would both lose 10 pounds in 10 weeks. 10 pounds in 12 weeks? Was it 10 pounds in 10?
No, 10 and 10.
10 and 10? That was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
And I was behind. I weighed myself like the Thursday before, and we were going to, basically on Monday, we will have had to have weighed in and taken a picture of it, and we're very, very honest, so there is no lying with us. And I weighed in at I think I needed to be below 180, and I weighed in at 184 on the Thursday before. I was in serious trouble. So I decided to be extremely reckless, and I did actually a full marathon dehydrated. Do not do that. It was on a hot summer day, and the first half marathon went awesome. The second half marathon, I was the walking dead by the end of it. I did finish it, but I was hobbling. And I weighed in at 179. Yeah. It was holy crap. So that was a good 5-6 pounds.
Yeah.
5 pounds.
That's what fighters do. There's a fight this Saturday. It was this whole thing's been mayhem. People are getting injured, so somebody filled in on 11 days notice, and he has to lose 25 pounds in 6 days.
No.
Yeah. It's all water.
It'll terrible.
All be. Yeah. It's not great. It's not healthy. It's not good for you.
That's bad.
It's not good for you. But he'll do it. I mean, he's a sicko. He's a champion. He's a sicko. But
25 pounds in 6 days?
Yeah.
How much?
You could
oh my god!
It's just all water.
Yeah, of course.
And you weigh in, and then you go rehydrate immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again,
right back.
We're off on a tangent here, but
it's gonna be like a skinny mini guy getting fought by someone who was 20 pounds heavier.
No, they both weigh the same.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah, they're both cutting weight. That's why fighting is very unhealthy, because you cut a lot of weight. You pretty much dehydrate yourself to the point of.
I went to college with a high school champion wrestler, best in the country, and he used to have to cut weight. Man, I used to lift with him. He's a sicko.
It's very unhealthy. People die every year especially wrestlers. Wrestlers die. A lot. It's common. It's common because you cut so much water weight that your body just shuts down. You're getting rid of all the water. But again, tangent. That's a tangent. But if you see somebody saying this detox, I'm telling you, I've never seen one that actually works. In my 13 years of fitness experience, I've never seen one that's actually real. So take that for what it's worth. Again, take it with a grain of salt. If you want to try it, more power to you. But usually these are multi-level marketing companies that have a product that doesn't work, but somebody's really good at sales, and they get results without the product, and then they help people sell the product. That's the whole thing. Okay. Third one. In just 7 days. If you see some post starting in just 7 days, run in the other direction.
Definitely.
Because by definition, if it's in just 7 days, it's not sustainable, first of all. It's most likely...
What about my post? In just 7 days, if you're very disciplined, you could lose a half a pound.
You could lose a half a pound in 7 days, for sure.
There you go.
Yeah,
so don't
for
run
sure.
in the other direction. That's truth.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm kidding.
It's almost like if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And I would go a layer deeper. If everything somebody is saying makes you say, oh, yes, good, awesome, that actually makes it easier. Okay, cool, that's actually saving me from all the work that I didn't want to do. If it's replacing all the effort you didn't want to do, it's most likely not true.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it. Now, are there some cases, like Next Level Podcast Solutions, we replace a lot of the effort, but I still tell our clients, you're going to have to work very hard. Just because we're doing this does not mean you're going to blow up. That's not the fix. I had a client call yesterday, and they said, how do you feel about everything that's going on, the listens and all that? And I said, I feel really good based on everything we're doing. I was actually pleasantly surprised when I saw the numbers. And they said, one of the things I've enjoyed about when working with you is you always talk about how this is a long game. I don't care about 7 days from today. It doesn't matter. 7 days from today does not matter if you don't do another 7 days and then 7 weeks and then 7 months and then 7 years. It doesn't really matter that much. So that's another phrase that I would run from.
Hey, I wanted to give my experience working with Kevin and the rest of the Next Level University team. It has been such a seamless relationship. He is so easy to work with, Kevin, and he gives you all the information you need, but doesn't overwhelm you. He's also meets you where you're at. So whatever you want to do, he'll make it work. And it's just, there's no stress, there's no drama. And everybody else that I've worked with has been patient with me because I am not technologically savvy. So they've been helpful and patient and just encouraging. And it's just been a fantastic experience. I highly, highly recommend working with them.
And then the last one, the secret diet, the secret supplement, the secret mix, the secret blah, 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 blah. Again, pro tip. The secret thing most likely isn't true, because if it was a secret, why would they be selling it, first of all? Wouldn't you want to keep the secret for yourself if it was actually a secret? And secrets don't stay very long. So everybody would know about it, and you'd hear more people talking about it. I would also throw out there, just reiterating, if it sounds too good to be true, and what somebody is talking about directly connects to all of the pain points that you're struggling with and how you can overcome all of those without any work, in anything, it's probably not real. Mm-hmm. In anything, it's probably not real.
It's a vulnerable one for you, Kev. This is good.
These, I don't like these because I don't want people to think I'm a hater, and I'm not.
You're not, brother. This is you trying to help people.
I am. Of course.
Appreciate it.
Of course. But it's very frustrating when you see
people being taken advantage of.
People being taken advantage of by people who I think know are taking advantage of people.
Yeah.
It used to be really hard because it would be like, well, that person's a really good person. They're just selling a product or something. And now it's like, I don't know. I'm not saying they're not a good person, but morally and ethically, I don't know. That's a very slippery slope. If you know that's not what you did to get the results, and you're trying to tell other people that's what they can use to get the results, that rubs me the wrong way. For sure.
Yeah, makes sense. I appreciate it.
Well,
So
I appreciate you appreciating it.
Of course. For the listeners, this is a vulnerable episode for Kev because he doesn't want to come off as negative. That's all
Yeah.
it is. And that's the end of the day. Life is both positive and negative. You listen to this show, Heart Driven, but no BS. Heart Driven, we want to see you win. We know your future's bright. We know you can do it. We believe in you. We know you can reach the next level, whatever that is for you. But we also know that it's going to take work. It's going to take sacrifice. You're not going to do it with a shake. And I think that when it comes to the secret thing, here's the secret. Work harder, work smarter, be more intelligent, make better choices, read great books, listen to great podcasts, stay motivated, self-discipline. That's the real secret, self-discipline. Get yourself to do hard things that other people don't want to do. I say this to Kev every single time without fail. I mean, anytime I've forgotten to say this, I end up texting him saying, hey, I forgot to say it. There's two things I always say. I'll do it after we are done recording these 3 episodes. I'm going to say another nail in the structure. In this case, I'll say another 3 nails in the structure, because we're building something great, I believe. And then the second thing is keep doing the hard things no one else wants to do. And that's what's going to make the difference. That is. We're going to look back 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, and we're going to know that was it. We did the hard stuff that was uncomfortable.
I said this yesterday. We had a pretty heavy team call, not heavy in a bad way, but I said the results we all desire are hidden in the work that we avoid.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wonder if we had the thought of, instead of focusing on what would work the fastest, what if we focused on what would be the most sustainable to do long term? I am willing to bet if that little pivot became part of our identity, our as in everybody in NLU, the whole community, I think you'd be more successful holistically.
Definitely.
I really do.
Definitely. 100%.
Because you can't, it's not about the next 7 days. It's not about the next 7 days. It's about the next 7 years. It's about the rest of your life. And it's not about how fast can we get results. It's about how can we maintain the results we're getting. And I just think that's a very important pivot. And again, I'm on a diet right now. I'm down, 10 pounds. I started at 189. I'm at 178.
Hey, which shake did you?
It's the NLU
shake.
Yeah, the NLU shake. I just drink that, and it's working. But I've measured every calorie. I've done cardio. I'm lifting 6 days a week. The reason I'm getting the result is because of the effort, not because of something secret. There is no secret to what I'm doing, and I wouldn't tell you that if I didn't think it empowered you.
The secret is doing the hard things that other people don't want to do.
Yes.
Real quick, I know we got to jump. We got 2 more episodes to do, but this is the reason why this is my favorite book. It's the opening page, and it's The Compound Effect. This is the book that I got all those years ago. It's all tattered, and I think I spilled coffee on it. It's kind of gross, to be honest with you. But anyways, it's always behind me. You can't really see it on YouTube anymore because we zoomed in, but it's always behind me. This book is about success and what it really takes to earn it. It's time someone told it to you straight. You've been bamboozled for too long. There is no magic bullet, secret formula, or quick fix. You don't make $200,000 a year spending 2 hours a day on the internet, lose 30 pounds in a week, rub 20 years off your face with a cream, fix your love life with a pill, or find lasting success with any other scheme that is too good to be true. It would be great if you could buy your success, fame, self-esteem, good relationships, and health and well-being in a nicely calm, clam-shelled package at your local Walmart, but that's just not how it works. We are constantly bombarded with increasingly sensational claims to get rich, get fit, get younger, get sexier, all overnight with very little effort and for only 3 easy payments of $39.95. These repetitive marketing messages have distorted our sense of what it really takes to succeed. We've lost sight of the simple but profound fundamentals of what it takes to be successful. I'm tired of it. I won't sit back and watch these reckless messages derail people any longer. I wrote this book to take you back to the basics. This is The Compound Effect. That's the opening paragraph. And that's why I love this book, is because it's just no nonsense. It's just the truth. And we all have a choice. If you want to be successful, you will have to sacrifice, struggle, suffer, and then get success. If you don't want to be successful, you can do what's comfortable and easy. And we all know that. I mean, we all know that, right? I mean, you got to have the uncomfortable conversation with your partner. You have to do the uncomfortable workout. You have to read the books you don't want to read. Do you know how many books I read that I don't want to read? You know, it's always going to be more fun to watch Friends than listen to this podcast. Of course, obviously, right?
Unless you hate Friends.
What'd you say?
I said, unless you hate Friends.
Yeah, unless you hate Friends. Yeah, at the end of the day, the hard but necessary things that are required of you to succeed, to get to the next level, are worth it. They're not easy. They're not fun. They're never going to be. Stop trying to make them fun. At the end of the day, just they are worth it, and your future self will thank you. And we all have a choice. We can choose short-term, easy, quick fixes that aren't real, or we can do the hard and necessary work that it really takes to actually be fulfilled. And the very last thing I'll share is Kevin and myself were on the NLU team huddle yesterday. Very grateful to now have a 20-person team, and everyone on the huddle, and it wasn't all 20 of us, a lot of them are in the Philippines and different time zones. But on the huddle, I said everyone here is the most overwhelmed they've ever been. We're all on the struggle bus, and we're all very challenged. But I've asked many of you, because I coach the team, we're all the most fulfilled we've ever been. Fulfillment is a byproduct of struggle in the direction of your dreams, challenge and growth. And you're not going to get that from a shake. You're not going to get that from a secret. You're not going to get that from 7 days of anything. And yeah, I love this episode. I always am a man of truth. I think truth is what will set you free. And uncomfortable, unpleasant truths are things that I've been facing since I was a kid, and I'm never going to stop.
Next Level Nation, as you have heard me mention over the last week or so, our next monthly meetup is on Thursday, November 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. How to communicate a vulnerable truth. That is another thing that is challenging. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, my relationship is awesome and it's easy and we never disagree and we never have any conflict and it's just easy and amazing. It's like, I don't really believe that. I don't think that's true. Unless both of you are just so transcended that, I don't know, you're living in your own worlds and it's just amazing. I don't know. I feel like there's conflict in everything. But vulnerability is one way to cut through conflict. So we will be talking about communicating vulnerably. What is the process? How do we face that? What are the results of that? That will be what that meetup is on. And as always, it is totally private. It's not recorded. You don't have to participate. You can have your camera off. You can have your microphone off, or you can ask questions, whatever you feel is the best for you.
If you want to read books like The Compound Effect, I told book club on Saturday, I reiterate this constantly because I think repetition is important. I say we're not here. Book club was on fire, and we had, I think, 15, 16 people in the room. And I said, this is awesome, and especially the new members of book club, welcome to book club. You don't know what you got yourself into, being playful. And I essentially said, we're not here to just read books. We're here to improve our lives. And we're going to read books that are truthful, that actually help you improve your life. And we all set intentions at the end. Like, it really isn't just let's read books for fun. That's not what book club is about. Book club is about improving your real life in the real world with real people. And if you want to read books like The Compound Effect, a lot of these books are books that aren't the ones that these people are normally drawn to. And because of that, I've had them reach out and say, holy crap, this book is amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Because it isn't necessarily a book they would have read on their own accord. And that's okay. So if you want to join book club, the link will be in the show notes to join us. You can also email me, alan@nextleveluniverse.com. Give me your name and email. I'll register you. And it is every Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I hope to see you there.
Tomorrow for episode number 1497, the difference between growing around it and growing through it. Very similar. Well, not really. I guess we're on a theme this week of doing the hard but necessary and maybe just understanding the level of truth that you're going to need to get to where you want to go. So this will be another somewhat hardcore episode. I'm very much looking forward to that one. As always, we love you. We appreciate you. Grateful for each and every one of you. And at NLU, we do not have fans. We have family. We'll talk to you all tomorrow.
The secret is there is no secret. Next Level Nation.